exclusive video where I'm going to share with you my process of a mini album that I'm making. And this is using the Stamperia Ceremony paper packs. And last summer, I went to a small craft trade show right here in the Houston area. And I didn't get that much. I wasn't really into the stuff that they were promoting, and so it was just different vendors. A lot of the vendors were just selling like 12 by 12 layouts, and I can do my own layouts, so I didn't have the need to spend 15-20 bucks per layout because I have plenty of paper to do all of that. So, but anyhow, I did come across this one vendor who was selling a lot of the Stamperia papers, and in fact, a lot of these papers you can't find them anymore. And so I went ahead and got 2 packs of this, and I've been sitting on them for the past summer, for the past 6 months or so, and I'm taking a break and this week so that I can have some crafting goodness, and I'm going to attempt to finish a mini album this week because y'all know how time consuming mini albums can be. It all depends on how simple or how elaborate you want to make it. And for this mini album, I'll tell you what, I've been watching a lot of the Russian ladies and ladies from Poland. I've been watching their mini album videos, and oh my gosh, they make the most beautiful scrapbook mini albums that my eyes have ever seen. Excuse me. And so I wouldn't know how to read their names because it's all spelled out in Russia, and their alphabet is teensy weensy bit different than ours. So yeah, if I can remember, I will link you to their YouTube channels so you can judge for yourself the beauty, the work that goes into those mini albums. And a lot of them do these fabric covers, and I want to do something like that, but I'm gonna have to watch their videos. And the thing is, I haven't come across any of their tutorials. They just sit there quietly and they do a flip through while music plays in the background. And the one scrapbooker whose tutorial I found, and she does tutorials, and I believe her channel is Beatrice Scrap. She is from France. Well, number one, everything is in French, and number two, everything is in centimeters. And I did try to kind of like do one that she showed, and I did my best in translating from centimeters to inches, but you know what, it really didn't work out. And so I still have the mini album base, and I've been sitting on that one for the past 6 months as well, and I just have not been motivated to complete it. I don't know, maybe I'll complete it sometime this year, and if I do, I will go ahead and post it right here on my Patreon only. So for this mini album, I'm gonna tell you, I decided that I was just going to go ahead and write down the measurements for you instead of voicing out, not voicing out, but doing a voiceover on the tutorial, because I figure y'all are crafters, so y'all know how to do a mini album base, and these are just the measurements that I show you, the ones that I'm using. So my intention for this mini album is for it to be a Shabby Chic mini album. It's not going to have a big spine. As you can see, it's only a 2-inch spine, but I'm not going to do your typical 6 or 5 page mini album. What I want to do is I want to make maybe a 2-page mini album, but each page is going to be so elaborately chunky with all sorts of decorations in my mini album. At least that's the plan. I don't know if that's what's going to turn out. And so we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I hope that you enjoy this process. And another thing that I want to point out is that I got myself a brand spanking new paper cutter. And my mind, well, while I was doing this video, my mind was on my paper trimmer, how I was going to use it and so forth. So you're going to see me fumbling with my paper trimmer at the beginning because I was new to it, you know. And another thing that you're going to see me do is, because my mind was elsewhere, I kind of did the cutting and the measuring of my actual mini album cover backwards. You know, in hindsight, I should have known better to pre-cut those 12 by 12 sheets before making this huge cover and then trying to figure out where I needed to take away from. So you're going to see that. But, you know, I haven't made a mini album in a while, it seems. And so, at least one this size. And so, yeah, that's what you are going to view. And I'm going to try to do my best in editing and cutting parts that are really not necessary in this video. So that way you're not sitting through hours and hours. I mean, I don't want to sit through hours and hours of a tutorial. And so, but I am going to break this down into either 2 or 3 parts. It all depends on how quickly my mini album goes. Like I said, it's not going to be like one of those American style 6-page mini albums. I'm going to try my best to copy those ladies from Russia and the Netherlands. I just love their style, and I'm going to try my best to do that with what I have. And what I love about their style is, if y'all ever watch those crafting videos from Russia, you know that they don't have half the stuff that we do in the United States and Canada. Okay, they don't have half the stuff, but they do such tremendously beautiful things with the little that they have. And I have noticed that they use a lot of fabric on their mini albums. And I'm thinking, could it be because their papers, like American brands, are probably so expensive that they use it, how would I say, they really stretch out their paper use. You know, you'll see, I just I'm bad when it comes to paper. I'm like, snip snip, okay, the rest goes in the garbage. You know, and I should be better than that. But that's a lesson that I'm learning from, I believe her name is Totally Tiffany. I've been watching a lot of Totally, I think that's her YouTube channel. This lady who sells a lot of storage supplies. And in one of her videos, she said, look, we all save these little scraps, pieces of paper and everything. And her take on it is, you wind up with bags and bags of stuff that you're just never going to use again. So why keep it? And her rule of thumb is, if her scrap is not the size of a card or to cover up a card, she tosses it out. And that is what I've been doing lately, and it's working for me because I'm not filling myself up with scraps that get put in these Ziploc bags, and they go back in my bookcase behind me, and they occupy space, and it continues to multiply, and these little scraps are never to be used again. So, why keep them? Yes, I felt bad for a while there, just tossing them out, but it's true what Tiffany says. It's like, what are you gonna do with them? And I've gone through a couple of boxes, the 12 by 12 boxes that Michael sells them for your scrapbook projects, and I have stuff in there from 3 years ago just full of scraps that I didn't go back to use them. So those things got tossed out. And of course, anything that I got to donate to schools and special needs centers, I do that. And speaking about donations, I'm just kind of like wandering off on a tangent over here. I don't know if you've watched my recent YouTube videos, but in one of them, I did a giveaway YouTube video announcing that I'm pretty much keeping my YouTube channel for design team videos only. I'm no longer going to be doing hops. I'm not going to be involved in any YouTube video hops. I'm not going to host any simply because there's so much work that goes into it. And quite honestly, I don't have the time for that. And to me, YouTube has become so, I don't know what's the best way to describe it, erratic or whatever, in which they to me their policies are as clear as mud, and people's channels are getting hacked and people's channels are being deleted, and they're doing one thing and they say something else and they go back to that one thing. So I'm like, you know what, I don't want to have to rely on YouTube for anything anymore. Okay, I'm just basically uploading my design team videos, anything that has to do with design team work, simply because it is part of an agreement that I have. And even so, the two companies that I'm representing right now, both of them, I don't have to upload YouTube videos anymore if I don't want to. So I'm like, alrighty, that's fantastic. And so as long as I share stuff, their products along other social media platforms, and which I do. And so what I've told my audience is that going forward, starting last month in January, going forward, I'm actually going to be holding giveaways in my blog, my website, what I actually do have control over. I pay for the hosting, I pay for my domain. And so that is where you're going to see a huge portion of my projects. And that started in January. And as an incentive for crafty friends to come and visit my blog, I am doing a monthly giveaway in my blog, in which basically all you have to do is you go to my blog post for the month of the giveaway. For example, January is already over and the winner has been announced for January. So we start a new month with new blog posts. In February, all you have to do is place your comments in any one or all, if you wish, of my blog posts in February. And then at the end of the month, I pull all the names from all the people that have commented on all of the blog posts, and I just pick a name out of the hat. It's that simple. Now, there are giveaway rules, and you're going to find that in the giveaways tab in my website menu, and my website is www.decorateyourlife.com, and I will go ahead and link you to my giveaways page in the description area of this video. Now, what I'm also going to be doing throughout this process is I'm going to look for products that I have used in the making of this mini album. Now, I can't promise you that I'm going to be able to find this exact paper, because this paper has been out. It was out at least 2-3 years ago, I think, and it's hard to find it, but if I can find it, I will go ahead and post it there. And I do need to give you a disclosure. I do use affiliate links, and when I use affiliate links, the price remains the same whether or not you use my links. And I do hope that you do use my links, because that is how I pay for a lot of the glues, a lot of the tapes, and my time, because I do make a lot of cards. I do make a lot of projects, but I don't know if y'all know, I don't sell them. I donate them. I donate them to nursing homes. I donate a lot of the crafting supplies that I no longer use to schools and special needs centers. And yeah, that is what I do with the proceeds from affiliate links. Plus, I use my own cash to do that. And so, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video, and I hope that you enjoy this process. Now, I'm going to try to upload the second part to this video. I hope you don't hear my dog. My dog sounds like he's out of breath. He's breathing heavily. And so, uh, I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna upload a second video this week. It all depends on how much stuff I have to do here at home, but I will have the entire mini album made in February, and I'm going to give you the heads up right now. I am having a lot of well, not a lot, but I am having a serious health issue, and I've been in and out of the hospital. I've been in and out of the emergency room. I have also been tested for cancer, and thank God that is not what is going on with my body at this time. And so yeah, I told God, I said, God, let it be whatever you decide. But as you know, I am not ready to go as of yet. And so it's not cancer, but it is something pretty serious with my spine, and it's affecting my entire spine. Now, my doctor, unbeknownst to me, he's a famous guy. People from all over the world come to see him. He's an orthopedic surgeon. And so we had my CAT scan, we have blood work, we had a ton of stuff done. And I had my MRI a couple of weeks ago. And so my next appointment with him is at the end of February. That was the earliest that they could fit me. And what is going on is that I'm feeling a lot of pain in my spine. And what's happening is that my spine has not tightened, has narrowed down to the point in which it's just squeezing my nerves, and that's causing a heck of a lot of pain. Um, it's hard to sit, it's hard to stand, it's hard to walk upright anymore. And yeah, so basically right now I'm on pain medication, and I really don't do much of anything. I have stopped doing housework, and I do housework when I can. And so it's just because the pain is so excruciating. And I'm letting you know this because I'm opting for surgery, okay? I'm opting to have the doctor go in and put in a stent or whatever it is that they do to fix that issue, because I don't want to have to go through physical therapy for the next 15 years of my life. And I don't want them to tell me by the time I'm 70 that I need surgery. I'm like, no, no, no. If I make a good candidate for surgery, let's do this now. Now, because I know that my body will be able to bounce back from the surgery. Let's not wait till I'm 70 something and then tell me, oh, you need the surgery. No. And so that's what we're going to be discussing at the end of the month. So I'm telling you this because in case I do have surgery of my spine, I'm going to be out for a while. The companies that I represent already know about this, and I have this past couple of months I've been rushing, trying to get all of my projects done. So most of them have already been done, and they have already been uploaded and scheduled to run on the dates that they said they're supposed to run on. Okay, I mean, I've done my projects all the way through May. Okay, and yeah, and so even though you may still see my design team videos on YouTube and my blog post in my website, because I had to write everything up way ahead of time and send them the links and everything and schedule the dates for them to go live on certain dates. Even though you may see that and you may not see as much activity in my Patreon, I hope that you don't drop from supporting me. And I'm just letting you know, it's simply because I'm going to be undergoing some very serious surgery. And so, yeah, I'm going to do my best to make more and more videos and schedule them along the way. So that way, I so that way you don't feel like I'm neglecting my Patreon. Okay, so alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and let you all go now, and I will upload the second part to this video as soon as I can. Thank you so much for listening to me talk, and I will see you once again in my next video. Bye now.